Have you ever looked at your life and wondered if it's too late? Too late to start over. Too late to chase your dream. Too late to recover from your mistakes. Too late to become the person you once hoped you would be. If you have, you're not alone. Millions of people silently carry that feeling every day. They wake up remembering opportunities they missed, relationships that ended, failures they experienced, and goals they abandoned. They replay old mistakes over and over until those memories become chains holding them in place. But here's something important to remember. Your life is not defined by your worst moment. One failure does not define you. One setback does not define you. One bad decision does not define you. And one difficult season certainly does not define your future. The truth is that some of the greatest comeback stories in history began at the exact moment people thought everything was over. Think about it. Every successful person has experienced rejection. Every strong person has experienced pain. Every confident person has experienced self-doubt. Every winner has experienced failure. The difference is not that they avoided hardship. The difference is that they refused to let hardship have the final word. Many people believe confidence comes first, and action comes second. But life usually works the other way around. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action and confidence follows. You don't suddenly wake up fearless. You move forward despite fear. You don't wait until you're ready. You start before you're ready. That's how growth happens. That's how transformation begins. Too many people spend years waiting for the perfect moment. They're waiting for more money. They're waiting for more experience. They're waiting for more certainty. They're waiting for motivation. But the perfect moment never arrives. And while they're waiting, life keeps moving. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. Months become years. And eventually they find themselves wondering where all the time went. The reality is that successful people rarely have perfect conditions. They simply make the best possible decision with what they have available right now. They understand that imperfect action is better than perfect hesitation, because every step forward creates momentum. Every effort teaches a lesson. Every challenge builds strength. And every day of consistency creates progress, even when you can't see it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is comparing their behind-the-scenes struggles to someone else's highlight reel. They look at successful people and assume everything came easily. They see the results, but not the sacrifices. They see the victories, but not the failures. They see the confidence, but not the years of uncertainty. What they don't see are the sleepless nights, the self-doubt, the setbacks, the moments when quitting seemed like the easier option. Success always looks simple from a distance, but every achievement has a story behind it. A story filled with obstacles, frustration, and perseverance. That's why comparison is so dangerous. It distracts you from your own journey. It convinces you that you're behind when you're actually growing. It makes you focus on what others have, instead of appreciating how far you've already come. Your path is unique. Your timeline is unique. Your challenges are unique. And your success will be unique too. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's life. Measure it against the person you were yesterday. Because real growth isn't about being better than everyone else. It's about becoming better than your previous self. There will be times when life feels unfair. Times when you work hard and see no results. Times when you give your best and still fall short. Times when it feels like everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. Those moments can be incredibly frustrating. But don't mistake a slow season for a permanent one. Nature teaches us an important lesson. A seed spends a long time underground before anyone sees growth. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, roots are developing. Strength is being built. Preparation is taking place. And eventually, growth becomes visible. People are often the same way. Sometimes your greatest development happens during seasons when nobody notices. When progress feels invisible. When results haven't arrived yet. When you're simply showing up every day and doing the work. Those are often the moments that matter most. Because character is built in private, long before success becomes public. Resilience is developed long before it's tested. And strength is created long before it's needed. Never underestimate the value of small daily improvements. A single workout may not transform your body. A single book may not transform your mind. A single positive choice may not transform your life. But repeated consistently over time, those small actions become powerful. They compound. They build momentum. And eventually they create results that seem extraordinary. The problem is that most people quit too early. They expect immediate rewards. They expect instant transformation. They expect overnight success. And when those things don't happen, they become discouraged. But lasting success has always been a long-term process. The people who achieve remarkable things are usually the people who kept going after everyone else stopped. They stayed committed when excitement faded. They remained focused when progress was slow. They continued believing when results were invisible. That's what separates dreamers from achievers. Persistence, not talent, not luck, not perfection. Persistence. Another important truth is that healing and growth often happen together. Many people believe they need to be completely healed before they can move forward. They think they need to eliminate every fear, solve every problem, and overcome every insecurity before pursuing their goals. But life doesn't work that way. You grow while moving. You heal while living. You become stronger through the process itself. Waiting until everything feels perfect is simply another form of procrastination. You don't have to be fearless to take the first step. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You don't have to know exactly how everything will work out. You simply need enough courage to continue. One step, one decision, one day at a time. That's all. Sometimes we imagine success as one dramatic breakthrough, one huge moment that changes everything overnight. But more often, success is built through thousands of ordinary moments. Choosing discipline over excuses, choosing hope over negativity, choosing growth over comfort, choosing action over fear. Again and again, day after day. Those choices may seem small, but they shape your future. Your habits become your character. Your character influences your decisions. And your decisions determine your destination. That's why what you do today matters. Not because today is extraordinary, but because today contributes to the person you're becoming. If you're currently facing challenges, remember this: your current circumstances are not your final destination. Just because life looks difficult now doesn't mean it will always look this way. Just because you're struggling today doesn't mean you'll struggle forever. Just because you've failed before doesn't mean you'll fail again. The future is not written. Every day offers a new opportunity, a new chance, a new beginning. And sometimes all it takes is one decision to completely change the direction of your life. One decision to start. One decision to try again. One decision to refuse surrender. Many years from now, you won't regret the challenges that made you stronger. You'll regret the opportunities you never pursued, because fear convinced you not to try. Fear has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. It convinces people they're not capable. It tells them they're not ready. It makes them believe they need permission to chase their goals. But you don't need permission. You don't need approval. And you certainly don't need guarantees. You simply need faith in the possibility that your future can be better than your present. Because it can. No matter how difficult things seem right now, your story is still being written. The chapter you're living today is not the final chapter. There are victories you haven't experienced yet, people you haven't met yet, opportunities you haven't discovered yet, lessons you haven't learned yet, and strengths you haven't uncovered yet. The person you'll become 5 years from now may look back at this moment with gratitude, not because the struggle was easy, but because the struggle helped shape who you became. Every challenge carries a lesson. Every setback carries wisdom. Every obstacle carries an opportunity for growth. The question is whether you'll keep moving forward long enough to discover it. So if you're feeling discouraged today, remember this: you have survived every difficult day you've faced so far. You have overcome challenges that once seemed impossible. You have made it through moments you thought would break you. That is proof of your resilience, proof of your strength, proof that you are capable of more than you realize. Don't quit now. Don't give up on yourself. Don't abandon your future because of a difficult chapter. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep showing up. Your comeback begins the moment you decide that your past will not determine your future. And when that moment comes, you'll realize something powerful. Your best days were never behind you. They were waiting ahead of you all along.